Welcome to Tabletop Coffee, where we talk about life and we are bold
and never bitter.
And this is my great friend Chuck Rogers. He is a licensed professional counselor and a licensed marriage and family therapist.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It is a mouthful, and you know what? I've gotten it right every time so far, and I sit back and I'm thinking, am I saying this right?
You are. And
Yeah.
this is my very good friend Keith Dunn, who is a network engineer extraordinaire.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about that, but I do my best.
Yeah.
We get there.
And
Hey, how do you like our logo sitting back here?
yeah, you do a nice job throwing that in there every week.
Isn't that great? It's nice. And it disappears. Goes away.
It does. It's
Yeah.
magic.
It is. It's magical. We actually, we take it off of the wall and we set it to the side.
Don't listen to
We
that.
thought about painting it up there, but then we couldn't remove it.
Little stencil, spray paint.
Oh, that'd be cool. We could sell a tabletop coffee stencil one day when we get to 132 subscribers. Hey, talking about subscribing, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe and click that bell so you're notified of any upcoming episodes that we release.
Yeah, and like it as well.
Yep, share it with your friends. So we're talking about something fun tonight.
Yeah.
Well, not really fun, but it's something that we all need to do. Well, I know I need to do it better.
Well, yeah, I think we all do. I shared last week how I really screwed it up when my wife was in pain with a kidney stone. I said something less than helpful.
Well, we all do that.
Yeah.
We all do that. And it's just that spark. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
We aren't thinking. Our brain turns off for a few seconds.
Well, this week it's going to be a continuation of a video we did quite some time ago called MOS, More of the Same. When the other person in the relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, or parent-child relationship, or employee-employee, maybe with a stranger.
Right. Yeah,
even,
that's right.
When they say something that is not good or they do something that's not good, what is your MOS? What is your more of the same?
Yeah. How are you going to respond? Are you going to do it the same as you've always done it, or are you going to do it different?
Are you going to, just because they've been bad, do you write yourself a license to be bad back in return?
We want to,
Yeah, we do.
but we shouldn't.
No.
And it is so much better if we do it the right way the first time, because not only is it the right thing to do, but it also helps to get the correct response back from them.
Oh, yeah, it makes a huge difference.
So you're kind of forming that conversation by responding correctly to that.
Yeah, you're either tipping the domino or maybe removing the domino so that it doesn't just continue.
Yeah, so what we're trying to do is not just take the dominoes and go. Yeah.
Not good. We've all done that too.
Yeah, we've done that.
You just don't want to keep doing it.
No. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tonight. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this from the perspective of money, because that is something.
Hot topic.
Yeah, that's a hot topic, a point of contention. So we're going to jump into that tonight. And what if we look at this and start off with a phrase that can be said about money and then do a response to that?
That'll be great. I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, sounds good. You had to get that in there, didn't you?
I did too.
Okay, so the first phrase, Chuck, you always spend money without talking to me about it.
That's not true. I never spend money without talking to you. I always come to you about it.
You do not. Well, that was not the best way to handle that, because that gave me a chance to just fire right back.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it a different way.
Do it again.
So, Chuck, you're always spending money without talking to me about it.
Help me understand. Tell me more about where you're coming from.
Oh, that's
a
so
great
much
word.
better, because then I feel like, ooh, I was heard.
It just really disarms the other person.
And now I can talk about what was bothering me, and I feel better about that. I just felt better about it right
Doesn't
then.
it sound good and feel good?
Yeah, and I don't even have a problem with chucking money.
Therefore, the phrase, help me understand, and then add, tell me more. It's a phrase that pays.
Oh, And it's a great phrase that pays. Tell me more. It just really initiates that conversation to say, you mean something to me. What you said to me has weight.
Yeah.
And I know it means something to you. It now means something to me.
And saying, help me understand, is just a very disarming phrase.
Oh,
then you compile it, not compile, then you join it with, tell me more. It just really shows interest. All right, situation number 2. This time will be not a phrase that somebody says that's inappropriate.
Right.
But this time the other person will do a behavior that you're uncomfortable with.
Right. There's an action behind it.
So the other one was a phrase. They say something to you. This time they do something to you.
Yep. Okay. So here we go.
What's the matter?
I'm looking at the credit card statement, and I'm always finding things in here that I don't even know about. They just pop up, and I'm like, where in the world did this come from? You're always spending money that I don't know about.
First of all, that's not true. And secondly, you're my business partner, not my father. Okay. So there's the inappropriate responses. Okay?
Right. Okay.
So let's do that situation again. What's the matter?
So I was looking through the credit card statement, and I was wondering if you could help me understand.
For our business account?
Yeah, for the business account, because I saw some charges that I didn't know were being charged. Can you help me understand where you were coming from when you placed those orders?
Oh, yeah, I'd be glad to sit down with you and talk about that. So there you are. That was kind of fun. But the truth is that no matter what happens, there is always going to be a statement from somebody else that doesn't feel good.
Right.
Or there is always going to be a behavior from somebody else that doesn't feel good. So instead of engaging in some type of conflictual, uncomfortable dialogue that just sets these dominoes in a very negative motion,
Right.
going forward, one of the things that you and I work really hard on is responding well to somebody else's words or responding differently to somebody else's behaviors. And these are really good ways to do it by this simple phrase that pays.
Yeah, it's a phrase that pays, but it's like a disarming.
It's really very disarming.
Yeah, and it puts the other person in a place where they almost cannot respond in a negative fashion because they feel so good about you having interest in them.
Yeah.
All right, so just to recap this, if someone says something to you that you want to disarm them, a good way to do that is just to say, well, help me understand that and tell me more.
Yes. Or if they do something that's uncomfortable, use the same phrase. Help me understand where you were coming from when you did that.
Yeah, two great ways to further the communication in a positive way.
Yeah, rather than using a very kind of word, why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
So help me understand and tell me more.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know about you, but that was fantastic for me because there are so many times I get in a situation and right after I spark and I say something wrong, I think about something like this. But I want to get to that place where I do this first.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Going to, hey, tell me more about that. And putting them more at ease and disarming that situation. So this is fantastic. I'm excited about using
It
this.
really is.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us for another episode of Tabletop Coffee. Please subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of upcoming episodes.
And make sure to like it.
Yep, like it, share it with your friends. Until next time.
Thanks, everyone.